Number 9 of 10 from the Wallace Collection. François Boucher, Madame de Pompadour, 1759. At first glance, this looks like a quintessential Rococo portrait. Soft colors, luxurious textures, and effortless elegance. But this painting is doing something far more serious. François Boucher was not just a fashionable painter, he was the leading artist of the French court, and Madame de Pompadour was not merely a royal favorite. She was one of the most powerful figures in France. By 1759, Pompadour was no longer the king's mistress in a romantic sense. Her real power now was intellectual, cultural, and political, and this portrait makes that claim unmistakably clear. This portrait by François Boucher shows Madame de Pompadour not as a seductress and not as a scholar, but as a woman perfectly at ease with power. There were no books here, as in other portraits of her, no obvious symbols of learning. Instead, Boucher builds authority through gesture, setting, and control. Pompadour stands in a garden-like space, poised yet relaxed. Her silk dress, heavy, luminous, and impossibly elaborate, dominates the canvas. This is not decorative excess for its own sake. It is visibility. Her body language matters. One arm rests casually, the other extends with measured elegance. She does not perform for us. She allows herself to be seen. Behind her, the sculpted figure, a maternal, allegorical presence, quietly reinforces ideals of cultivation, harmony, and taste. Nature here is not wild, it is designed, just like the court. This is Rococo power at its most subtle. Authority expressed through refinement, not command. Influence through presence, not symbols. Pompadour doesn't need books in this image. Her power is already established. Boucher painted Madame de Pompadour multiple times, and each version adjusts her image with precision. Earlier versions like this one, circa 1756, from Alte Pinakothek, Munich, includes books, papers, and writing desks, stressing her intellect and Enlightenment patronage. These are not repetitions, they are updates, visual recalibrations as her role at court evolved. Think of them as 18th century image management. Pompadour was born Jean-Antoinette Poisson, not nobility. That alone made her controversial. By the late 1750s, she was no longer Louis XV's lover in a romantic sense. Instead, she became a political intermediary, the leading patron of the arts, protector of philosophers, gatekeeper of taste. She shaped what France looked like, not by decree, but by influence. Her true talent was not charm, it was cultural intelligence. Boucher was the undisputed master of Rococo, sensual, decorative, and often criticized as frivolous. But portraits like this prove something else. Boucher understood image-making as strategy. He knew how softness could persuade, how elegance could stabilize power, how beauty could legitimize authority. Pompadour chose him, and in so doing effectively controlled the visual language of the French court. This portrait is not just by Boucher, it is with Pompadour. This is not a portrait of a mistress or a scholar. It is a portrait of control without display,